here with Coach Hillary, and today we're going to go over some hip internal rotation. We're going to be working from our back. So what Hillary's going to do is she's going to lay down on her back. We have a yoga block here for some feedback, and what she'll do is she'll place the block in between the legs, like right at the knee level here. And then from here, I'm looking for this nice 90-degree angle with the leg position. You'll lock the feet into dorsiflexion. And then from here, what you want to do is really root your body into the ground, right? So she's driving everything that's touching the ground into the ground, and then especially the hips and the tailbone, making sure we're not beginning to hike into the hips. So we'll kind of hang out in this position for anywhere from 60 to 120 seconds, so a couple minutes, just to let the body adapt, and then we'll begin to work into this position. So what we want to do is, as we begin to work, we're going to go for our irradiation and working for whatever levels of tension. And just to start off, we're working about 50% tension here. So what Hillary will do is she'll ramp up tension. I usually like to give a count, so we'll work on a 5-second count. And within that count, she'll start to turn all the muscles on. And once she gets to that 50% tension, we're just going to work one leg at a time. She'll drive both knees into the block, and then we'll work on this left leg as she begins to rotate internally from the hip, pulling that heel towards me. So working into internal rotation, she'll hold here for about 5 seconds. There you go. She can bring it back into neutral, keeping the tension, and then we'll switch to the other side. Working internal rotation on that right leg, and always checking in with your body, seeing if anything shifted or if anything moved, if the hips hiked. Hold for about 5 seconds, bring it back to center. Now we'll go back to the left, driving tension, both knees pressing firmly into the block. Try to crush that block apart. As you can see, Hillary's working very hard. This is not an easy drill. She'll go back to the right side. Nice work, Hill. And really paying attention to the hips. You can even place 2 hands on the hip bones and hip points to notice if they're shifting at all, making sure they're not shifting. Good. And then coming back to center. From here, we're going to go straight into the 2 legs. So Hillary's going to ramp tension back up. So I would suggest maybe 3 to 5 reps on each leg individually. And then you go 3 to 5 reps with both legs. Here we go. Driving both knees into the block, and then now pulling the heels away from each other, squeezing and breathing into those hips. Good. Holding that end range here. You can come back to neutral and then go right back out. There you go. Hold and squeeze. There you go, Hill. Nice work. Turning on all the muscles in the body, really using that irradiation of the entire body, channeling that neural drive to the hip as we begin to drive the heels away from each other, pulling into more internal rotation. Good. And coming back to center and relax. All right, nice work, Hill. All right, guys, so that was our hip internal rotation from a supine position. Using our yoga block here for some feedback. How we feeling, Hill?
Oh my God.
All right, awesome job, guys. Thank you so much. And then, yeah, give us any feedback if you like.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Do this.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, it worked. It's like magic.